Hello and welcome to Espresso with Saul. Today we've got some large caliber fun. This is my 500 S&W Magnum made by Smith Wesson. It is the Smith Wesson 500. Comes with an 8 3/8 inch barrel that is ported, and it's big, it's heavy, it has both double and single action triggers, and it is a 5-shot revolver. We see that? There we go. 5 rounds of fun. With it, I actually have speed loaders for it. Can you believe that? Now, why on earth would I have speed loaders for it? Well, to be honest with you, why wouldn't I have speed loaders for it if they're readily available? These are aluminum speed loaders. Wow. You know, lots of fun. And not only do I have a double pouch for speed loaders, I also have an extra single pouch just in case I need to shoot 20 rounds out of my handgun. You know, that is a lot of fun. I don't know if I've ever actually shot 20 rounds consecutively out of this thing. Maybe today, we'll see. There's something else really cool here on this table. This is a Bighorn Armory Spike Driver. This is a lever action 500 S&W Magnum. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's been a little while since I fired this. I don't remember, I think it's 8 + 1 rounds out of this. It might be 7, but I think it's 8. I just got this back from Bighorn Armory. You know, it's kind of funny. If you actually own large caliber handguns and large caliber rifles, things can rattle loose in them. Things can hang up. And I've already sent this 500 in to Smith & Wesson because it locked up while I was on a deer hunting trip with it. So getting this back from Bighorn Armory is not a bad thing. It's just something that happens if you're actually going to take these out and shoot them. I know this does not have the rails and the lights and the optics and everything. Well, I wouldn't do that with this particular rifle anyway. If I'm carrying this rifle, I'm probably on Kodiak Island hunting grizzly bear. Or I might be moose hunting in the brush or something along those lines. So anyway, let's take these out, shoot them, and see how they do. It's going to be good. Okay, well, the answer is 7 + 1, not 8 + 1. Also, I neglected to mention, in the rifle today, I'm shooting 440 grain bear loads. They are a flat-nosed, hard-cast projectile. In the handgun, I'm shooting 350 grain hollow points. I think they're XTP rounds off the top of my head. All right. Let's see if I can make some things go boom. Hey, there we go. We made some things go boom. Okay, well, since we got 2 with 1 shot, we had to put another one up. Let's get rid of the rest of these Shasta. Boy, I tell you what, there's fruit punch in the air. How's that for power? I do love my 500 Magnum. maybe I should shoot it some more. That was so much fun. Let's shoot it a little bit more, shall we? I think we're gonna shoot at that rifle-rated gong up there. That's not gonna be difficult to hit. And they did say it's rifle-rated, so let's give it a whirl, shall we? I think that one's done. Not much left to shoot with the rifle. I think I pretty much destroyed them. We probably need to get a few more Shasta bottles for you guys next time. How's that for power? I can feel it on my face. Okay, well that was lots of fun. Let's grab some espresso and talk about what we did today. Let's see, 9.8 seconds, number 9 grind. You know, as Roy brought up in the comments section, what does the number 9 grind mean? Well, it's just telling you what size your bean is ground up into. Espresso's typically smaller sized, and drip and different type of coffees would be generally larger. Whew. Another fantastic batch. This is looking really good. All right, shut that off. Check that out. All right. Yeah, good to be back at home base. That was great. Okay, well, here's my Smith & Wesson 500. Double and single action triggers on it. The double action is very long, and you know, it does have some weight to it. Certainly not easy if you have smaller hands. And of course, if you're going to be shooting anything, especially, you know, 350 grain on up to 700 grain bullets, you know, the heavier the bullet, the more you're just going to have to allow it to recoil and then acquire the sights again. But the single action trigger pull, that's actually pretty darn light. You know, for a big heavy firearm like this, it does have very nice triggers on it. But let me show you a little bit more on the Bighorn Armory. This has a half cock that you can carry it on if you're walking around out in the woods and you've got a round in the chamber, and you just have to cock it and fire. And you know, the trigger pull is, I don't know how many pounds it is, but it is a heavier trigger pull, but there's no creep. There's no slack. It feels very nice. And the other thing that these come with, and I will tell you, Bighorn Armory, you can go there and you can spend a lot of money and have all sorts of really cool whistles and bells and features. This is a base model right here, this Spike Driver is. And it comes with a peep sight for eyes like mine. If you don't have fantastic eyesight, well, these peep sights will really help out quite a bit. And something that I didn't like in my younger days, the fiber optic front sight. But, you know, it actually does help and works for me right now. So if you're in the market for one of these, you know, I'm sure that they'll add all of the rails and lights and red dots and everything else. But if you want to hunt with them, at least here in Oregon, you've got to keep it to your standard sights or maybe a scope. You could mount a scope on this. I certainly wouldn't do it. I'd just keep it just like this. Well, we had lots of fun today, and next time I may end up having to put that clanger out between a couple of trees and just make sure it's secured in so we could actually shoot at it some more. And also we found that 20 jugs of soda is not enough. Have to pick up 30 or 40 next time for you guys. Thanks for joining us. Take care. I'll see you next time.